As I mentioned to you guys yesterday, I probably wouldn't be able to get the video uploaded at home, so here we are at my buddy's dad's place, and be here today, and then tomorrow we'll be back to normal, at least for tomorrow. It's going to be a wild week, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to do my very best to get the videos out to you as best as possible. However, the Toronto Blue Jays, they show us again what they are capable of doing. 8 runs, 11 hits. They win 8-3 over the Cleveland Guardians, and Logan Allen, who saw the Blue Jays last time in Cleveland, was very good against the Jays in Cleveland. Today, not so much. Jays light him up. 4 innings, 6 hits, 5 runs. All 5 were earned, and they chased him after only 4 innings. Really, really good starter for the Cleveland Guardians. He pitched over 100 innings this year for them. Got an ERA of 3.31, I think it was, going into today. And you light him up. Good. You're supposed to. It's Cleveland. They're not very good. Let's break this thing down. Top of the first inning with Hyunjin Ryu starting for the Blue Jays. He throws an 88-mile-an-hour cutter, changeup, fastball. It didn't move much, whatever it was. And it's up in the zone. Jose Ramirez doesn't miss that. He crushes it into the bullpen for a solo shot, and you're down 1-0. And every Jays fan at that point is like, oh, God. 1-0 feels like a mountain at this point. But in the bottom half, Whit Merrifield in the first pitch drills one to left field as a leadoff double. Exactly what you want to see. Bo Bichette follows up with a line drive single to left center field. Whit comes in to score. Bo's safe at first, and you've tied the game, and you got back-to-back hits to start the game. Beautiful stuff. Later on in the inning with George Springer on, sorry guys, the computer went a little dark there. With George Springer on, Davis Schneider, he had that incredible series against the Red Sox, and since then he's struggled. But he drills a ball to left center field, and it's gone. 2-run shot for Davis Schneider. George Springer coming in to score. This all happening in the bottom half of the first, and the Jays now lead at 3-1. Awesome start for the boys. They desperately needed this. But it's far from over. Bottom half of the fourth inning, the Jays add on. You have second and third, nobody out. Matt Chapman at the dish. Fights a ball in the inner half off. And it was up too, which is weird because he usually doesn't hit high pitches well. But he drills it to center field. They had the infield in, so it was over them. Soft liner into center field for a base hit. Davis Schneider, of course, comes in to score because he had a double to get on base in that inning. And you get that run back. It is now 4-1 Blue Jays. Santiago Espinal then drills one to center field. In comes Danny Jansen, the sacrifice fly, and you lead at 5-1. So you've seen some long ball in Davis Schneider. You've seen some extra base pop, right? You got Davis Schneider with the double. Whit Merrifield had a double. Davis Schneider with the home run. Good stuff. And then you see some small ball. Santiago Espinal with the sac fly, making it 5-1 Blue Jays in the fourth. Everything's good. The vibes are great. Top 5, Tyler Freeman hits a solo shot, his first home run of the year, and I believe the first home run of his career. And I don't know, it's embarrassing for him, right? If you saw the home run, he swings the bat, and the helmet goes down on him. So that was kind of funny, but congrats to him on his first big league home run. But that made it 5-2. Now, I didn't feel any sort of way because the Guardians' offense isn't really all that great. So you're not too worried about them when it's 5-2 like that. And then you go to the top of the sixth. Leadoff base runner, okay? Then a ground ball gets hit to Matt Chapman. Hard hit ball, but right at Matt Chapman. That's a double play ball waiting to happen. Chapman boots it. And he kind of kicks it a little bit as well. So now there's 2 on, nobody out. Ground ball to Espinal. Boots it. Back-to-back errors for the Blue Jays' left side of the infield. And now the bases are loaded with nobody out. Ryu gets yanked from the game at this point. They bring in Jimmy Garcia. He then proceeds to hit Ramon Laureano. And you're like, oh my God. It is now a 2-run game. The tying run is in scoring position. The bases are loaded. There's nobody out. This team just finds ways to lose. But then Jimmy Garcia is like, enough of that. strikes out the side after that, with letting a big roar at the end of the third strikeout, gets out of the inning, no more damage, you still lead 5-3. Outstanding stuff. That's probably the play of the game right there, was Jimmy Garcia going through that stretch. And then in the bottom half of the seventh inning, the Blue Jays add on. David Schneider hits an RBI single to left center field. Vladdy comes in to score. Dalton Varsho drills a ball to right field. There's a ball up in the zone. He drills it to right field for a base hit. David Schneider scores. George Springer scores. And the Jays add on. It's 8-3. Now, I'm going to backtrack here to the top half of the seventh inning. Eric Swanson coming on in relief. Then throws a pitch and gets down in the, oh boy, position. And his what do they call it? Right mid back or lower back or something along those lines for Eric Swanson. We will now wait and see how severe it is, because he obviously felt something and was like, uh-oh. And obviously you're not going to let him throw a pitch after that, because the last thing you want to do is strain anything else or make it worse. So he comes right out of the ball game. They say it's discomfort, obviously, because it is until they know otherwise. So it's a wait and see game on Eric Swanson, and please don't be anything too serious. For the love of God, this team can't handle any more bad news. It really can't. But you win 8-3. A sound game for the most part, other than that crazy hiccup in the sixth. Other than that, smooth game. You were up by multiple runs basically the entire game. It was a nice one. We talked about it yesterday. How we needed this team to have one of those games where, your starter wasn't ideally fantastic, but your offense won you that game. And today was that day. Great stuff. 8 runs on 11 hits, as I said earlier. Let's get to these player stats, shall we? Bo Bichette had a multi-hit game. He was 2 for 5 with an RBI. He had a double, I believe a double and the RBI single. Where else? Vladdy, 1 for 5 with a run scored. Baffled it wasn't 2 for 5. That incredible play up the middle by, who was it? Was it Gonzalez? No, it wasn't. Jimenez, right? Who made that diving play up the middle and the no-look backhand feed to second. I don't know how the hell he made that play. But either way, everything's on the ground for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That's all there is to it. 1 for 5 for him. George Springer, 1 for 4, scored 2 runs in the game. So good job for him getting on base. And David Schneider, I talked about how he struggled. When he doesn't struggle, yeah, he tears the cover off the baseball. 3 for 3, scores 3 runs, has 3 RBIs, a home run, and walks once. Insane stuff for David Schneider. And John Schneider already confirmed he'll be in the lineup tomorrow. So great. If he wasn't, John, you're insane. But great stuff from David Schneider. Danny Jansen, 1 for 3 with a run scored in the ball game. Matt Chapman, 1 for 3 with an RBI and a walk. And hey, if you're a number 7 hitter, I don't care who you are. If you're Matt Chapman or you're anybody else, if you're hitting 7th for this team and you get on base 2 of the 4 times you come to the plate, I'm never going to complain. Dalton Varsho, 1 for 3, has 2 RBIs and a walk as well. So Dalton Varsho continues his really, really good August. And that's it for the offensive stats. 11 hits, 6 strikeouts, walked 4 times. Great stuff. Pitching-wise, Ryu, the line suggests it wasn't perfect, but I thought he was a lot better than this line suggests. 5 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs. Only 2 were earned. 5 Ks. Didn't walk anybody and gave up 2 solo home runs. He was still great. He gave your team a chance to win, and you got it done. Jimmy Garcia, as much as the hit batter wasn't great, was unreal the rest of the way. Clean inning of work, 3 punchies. Great stuff for him. Eric Swanson goes a third of an inning, allows a hit, but then got pulled. Tim Mazza goes 2/3 of an inning after Swanson gets relieved of his duty. Mazza gets the double play to end that inning, so great stuff there. And Trevor Richards goes 2 innings. He needed this after that last really tough outing that he had. 2 innings, no base runners, and a couple strikeouts for Trevor Richards. It's a sound game for the Blue Jays and a much-needed win. But of course, every other team won, right? Houston's beating Detroit 6-2 right now. The Rays won. Mariners won. Red Sox won. All we're hoping right now is that the Texas Rangers lose. But no matter what, the Jays did their job. So you know what they have to do tomorrow? The same thing. And tomorrow, for the love of God, you're playing Noah Syndergaard. We learned last time he faced the Blue Jays, he's not great. And he got worse. Dude, that's a 6.42 ERA this year. He's not good. Kikuchi's on the hill for the Blue Jays tomorrow. Last time Kikuchi faced the Guardians, he was incredible. Get the offense flowing again tomorrow. Score a bunch of runs. Win a ball game. Win a series. and move on. 137 first pitch there at Rogers Center, right? So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and the W today, smack the like button. Do appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button. He has not already. Comment down below. Thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. Would you like, would you not like from today's game for the Toronto Blue Jays? Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok. All that stuff is down below, so follow up there if you guys have not done so already. And, of course, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Jays edition, the finale of the 3-game set against the Guardians at Rogers Center. Noah Syndergaard, Yusei Kikuchi is the pitching matchup there. 137 first pitch. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. Hope you enjoyed the video and the win today. Talk to you guys then.